Hello friends! Today we have another story from our difficult lives. But before we start, click subscribe and watch the video till the end. We really need your support. The Bermuda Triangle topic is shrouded in speculation around mysterious facts. The first reports of an anomalous zone in the Atlantic between Puerto Rico, the state of Florida, and Bermuda date back to the 15th century. The diaries of Christopher Columbus contain strange reports of a suspicious glow from the sea, atypical compass behavior, and sudden tongues of flames. However, what caused the series of accidents and disappearance of air and sea vessels, scientists cannot find out even to this day. There are no witnesses who can tell what is happening in the mysterious anomalous zone. The only eyewitness who survived is an American pilot, Bruce Gernon. He managed to get out of the dangerous triangle, and Gernon told the world about the amazing events he saw with his own eyes. The circumstances of the mysterious flight that took Bruce Gernon into the Bermuda Triangle took place in 1970. The experienced pilot flew with his father and colleague from the Bahamas and headed for the state of Florida. The flight took place over the Sargasso Sea in a single-engine Bonanza aircraft, and the beginning did not portend anything unusual. Listen in, it gets even more interesting. Sometime after takeoff, Bruce Gernon noticed a strange cloud in the way, which began to increase in size as it approached. Once inside it, the pilot was surprised to find that the airy substance inside did not resemble an ordinary cloud. It was dark, and the space seemed to be pierced with fiery lightning. Pilots and sailors were familiar with the phenomenon of St. Elmo's fire. They are wispy discharges arising at the ends of objects due to the intensity of the electric field. The experienced pilot, who had never seen anything like this, was ready to turn back. However, he soon saw some light, as if at the end of the tunnel. As he rushed toward the spot of light, Bruce Gernon was horrified to find that something unusual was happening to the aircraft. The distance the plane should have traveled in 3 minutes was covered in 20 seconds. Listen. Having traveled through and out of the tunnel, the aircraft entered an even more atypical area. Everything around was like a fog or whitish haze. The occupants of the aircraft felt something like a weightlessness. The navigational instruments were in chaotic motion, and the compass hands showed an uncontrolled tossing. In a panic, Gernon contacted the ground control to get the coordinates of the flight. Strangely enough, the connection succeeded, but the dispatcher's response stunned the pilot. The aircraft was not visible on their ground control radar. A few minutes into the flight, the dispatcher managed to locate Gernon's aircraft. The pilot, who had an unusual adventure, hoped that the remaining half of the flight would be uneventful. Here, however, he was in for an even bigger surprise. Where was the plane really? It turned out that the aircraft was almost at its destination. The flight, which normally took 75 minutes, was twice as fast this time. After returning from his unforgettable flight, Gernon set out to find out what had happened on that December day in 1970 in the skies over the Sargasso Sea. He wrote and told scientists about what had happened, but never got an answer to his questions. Some theories were put forward by himself. According to an eyewitness to the strange events, the electric charge of the fog was the cause, and allegedly it produced flashes of light. According to an alternative point of view, the influence of black hole over Atlantic is activated, which is the reason of space-time changes. To complete the picture, there are interesting reports that 84 magnetic flares were detected in the sun that day. The winds in the sun reached 700 km per second. This may indicate a probable temporary change in the Earth's magnetic envelope, which provokes malfunctioning machinery and instruments. Guys, is the Bermuda Triangle fiction or reality, and would you like to be there? Write in the comments. Thank you for watching, staying with us, and subscribing to the channel. We really appreciate it.